So in 4.0, we're going to leave our compliance and our resistance as they are, and we're going to transition to a spontaneous mode. So vent setup, mode to spontaneous, leave your pressure support and your flow trigger, and then we're going to put in an FiO2 of 40%, a PEEP of 0, a flow trigger of 3, a pressure support to start with of 10, and an eSense, or an expiratory sensitivity of 10%. Now this pressure support, you saw how we adjusted it last time to titrate our tidal volumes. We're going to do that this time for a 5'6" female. So her ideal body weight we can calculate, and it's about 61 kilos. So if we're going to achieve 10 mils per kilogram on her, we're looking at a tidal volume of around 600. So on these mandatory breaths or manual inspiration breaths, we can set our back up to 600, our flow to about a 1 second I time, and that's there if we need it. So let's go ahead and accept these. And when we are looking at her tidal volume right now, we're at about 450. We want about 10 mils per kilo, so that's a tidal volume of 600. So we know we need to increase that pressure support to reach that tidal volume. Let's try 14. And there we are, we're about 600. Oh, that was a little bit bigger. So remember, in your spontaneous modes, every breath's volume will vary. So it's really important anytime you have a patient in a spontaneous mode that you set their apnea settings. So you want these set appropriate based on your patient's ideal body weight. So we're looking at a 600 mils for our spontaneous tidal volumes, so we can set our machine volumes at 600, an appropriate rate for our patient's age, and then we can leave her at 100% and an I time of 1 second. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And just remember, anytime you have a spontaneous breathing patient, you have apnea set.